What is going on? Today we have a new crypto project, Investing Nomads Channel. We've got the founder, Terry, in the hot seat with you and me today. And today we're going to be grilling him with questions, trying to figure out, hey, is this guy a scammer? Is he going to take our money, or is he going to make us money? Are we going to be investing our hard-earned time and money into him? And is it going to be worth our time? Because there's a lot of crypto projects out there, okay? If you're new to this channel, my name is Aaron. I'm on my journey to my second Bitcoin, helping as many people to their first Bitcoin, okay? If you want to roll with me and a whole bunch of the cowboys, hit the subscribe button down below. And the Saloon, join that. It's our Telegram channel. It's where we're always talking. Look, if you're not familiar with what I'm doing here, I have seen, just like you and me, I've seen so many these YouTubers just shilling and mindlessly looking through a website talking about different coins that are paying for them. And these developers aren't happy with them because they don't move the needle. They're not even excited about the project. However, here's what I found out. I listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to like long form podcasts, and I love the fact that I could get into the brain, right, of these developers and really figure out, hey, are you scamming me, sir? You know what I mean? Like, we need to figure, there's so many scams nowadays, and we need to be shrewd and wise with our money. So I came up with a 3 win-win-win strategy. One, the developers win. They could explain their project with with energy, with gusto, pizzazz. I don't know why I said it like that. So they could do that. The second one, I could get compensated, and I could ask them whatever question I want. I could tell them if something's dumb and stupid, or if I'm excited about it. You could tell. And 3, you and I get the best source of information possible for this project, and we get to ask rebuttals and all that kind of stuff. So it's all wins all around, way around. Anyway, we have the developer of the Investing Nomads channel. So if you're watching this video or you're listening to this podcast, this is a special opportunity where we could find, the founder, Terry. He is in the hot seat with you and me today. Terry, welcome to the hot seat.
Good afternoon, Aaron. It is a pleasure to be here with you now, sharing this time and space. Thank you so much for having me. I feel honored.
Absolutely. We are honored to have you, sir, but this is not going to be a fun time. This is going to be a grill session. So I hope you're ready for it. I'm ready to get right into this. Terry, before we get into the project, I believe that projects are an extension of its founders, of its the start of the core people. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? What do you bring coming into the crypto space, especially into Investing Nomads here?
That is a great question. And actually, it will surprise you a little bit. My background is not in computers or technology. It is actually as a massage instructor.
Oh, masseuse.
And for the last 15 years, for real,
Gotcha.
For the last 15 years, I've had a massage training company in Canada.
Okay.
And I've trained thousands of people. And then I built a team of instructors, and they've taught even more people. And so my reach has been almost exponential in
awesome.
Improving the lives of those we touch.
Okay.
And then COVID hit. I know, are we allowed to say COVID, or do they censor that? I don't know.
Oh man, I don't know.
The beer flu pandemic.
The illness.
The beer flu pandemic hit. And nobody wanted to take any massage courses anymore, right? Everybody was afraid about
Sure.
Being close quarters. So I had to quickly pivot to something new.
Gotcha.
So I got into investing. I did some online courses in massage because it was good to have an online presence. I partnered up with my good friend and business partner, Greg Hung. Hello, Greg, who's currently vacationing in Mexico. He actually filmed a world record massage that we did. So I actually have a world record in massage too, but maybe that's a conversation for another day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I guess we created this in the Investing Nomads channel. It's an education channel because I'm an educator and by heart and by profession. Okay. And if I can teach massage, I can teach people about finance. So I started investing in the traditional stock market in 2016, made a lot of money in Tesla and NEO. Bought a lot of ETFs, real estate investment trusts, but it just wasn't giving me the returns that I needed to sustain myself.
Okay.
So I listened to Chamath Palihapitiya.
I love him.
I'm sure you know him. He's a former Facebook exec, one of the billionaires. Did the SPAC for Virgin Galactic.
I like his All In podcast. That's a good podcast.
Yeah, I watch that religiously. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And he mentioned, you have to have like 1% of your portfolio in Bitcoin, and that just kind of put me on the path.
Bam. So how long have you been in crypto then?
14 months. June 2020 is when I started.
Awesome. All right, so tell me about Investing Nomads channel here. You said it's a little bit of education. Tell me more about it. What's going on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like my business partner Greg, he kind of got me into passive income, and he says, you got to have some different streams of income, especially during the the times that we're living in, because people weren't taking the in-person attendance massage courses. So we filmed. He's also a videographer. We filmed the online course, the tutorial, and that started selling. Did really well. And then I got into dividend investing, following people like Andre Jick and Joseph Carlson. And then Chamath put me on the Bitcoin rabbit hole, which put me down to Ethereum, which put me through to XRP and Cardano ADA. And then 14 months later and $500,000 later, that's where I'm sitting at.
Wow, is that real?
It is real. Is it too brazen to show my portfolio on the screen?
Holy Toledo!
But
No.
because our channel is built on full transparency, right? Is just the most honest and transparent cryptocurrency project in the entire world. So this is my crypto.com. It's currently sitting at 500,000. Oh, it just dropped down 2,000. It's
Holy.
Canadian dollars, so maybe it's not like real money in the US. You have to like divide that by 1.25 to get a US dollar, but about 400,000 US pretty much.
Holy Toledo. Wow. So okay. So tell me what you want to do. Like what do you want to do with the Investing Nomads channel? What, are you trying to educate people? Are you trying to
Absolutely. First and foremost, you know what I found is like I heard a statistic that 97% of the adult population are not exposed to cryptocurrency in any way.
yeah, I could believe
And
that.
that really it touched a heartstring with me, Aaron, because that means only 3%. And this is the future of everything, I believe, going forward. The future of finance, the future of identity, the future of asset tokenization, the future of transporting goods around the world through the blockchain, counterfeit prevention and manufacturing authenticity, voting. Everything's going to be on the blockchain. And I feel it's my mission to onboard those 97%. But there's so much fear. And like you said earlier in your intro, there's so many scams out there, so many people rug pulling. And it's like, where is a safe harbor that people can go to with a trusted one-stop source where we can kind of reach out and be a bridge and hold up the ladder to those 97% of the people who are sitting on the fence saying, I want to get invested in crypto, but I don't know how, and I'm afraid.
Okay. So what do you want?
And that's our role.
What do you want people to do? Do you want people to subscribe to your channel or go to your website? Do you have a website? Like what do you want?
Yeah, we do got two websites, inchcoin.org.
Okay.
That's because we created two cryptocurrencies, and there's a little bit of a story behind that. But ultimately, to answer your question, what do we want? We want people to subscribe to our channel,
Okay.
the 97% of the people who are not already exposed to crypto, and say, hey, this is your one-stop resource.
Okay.
So we can teach you how to set up an exchange. We have courses on cryptocurrency from beginners to advanced, from just buying your first crypto, setting up an exchange, going through the the KYC, which coins to buy, how to transfer money between wallets. And then we, once we've kind of mastered that ourselves, then we said, well, what else can we teach people? What else can we learn for ourselves? And then when the token came by Tech Lead, we were just so blown away by what he did, and he created this ERC20 token. It was a phenomenal hit. So we just said, let's do the same thing. Let's create our own tokens. And we created two cryptocurrencies, Nomad and Inch. So the Inch is basically, education based. It's onboarding new users, helping people. Like once they get familiar working with exchanges and decentralized exchanges, well, now they can dip their feet in and buy our cryptocurrencies. So we teach them how to work through Uniswap, how to work through PancakeSwap. And it's like, everything we've done, Aaron, is curtain pulled wide open. So there's not a single thing we do in private, from building liquidity pools to asking the community members what their input is to creating a team. And it's all open. We have over 350 videos. From the idea to creation to inception to helping people. We have live streams where we interview newcomers, newbies.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty fun.
Okay, so I'm kind of getting the scope and the breadth of your organization here. So basically, you are an educator at heart, and you want to let people know about things that you know about. One of the things that you see in the world right now is 97% of the people are not exposed to crypto, and you believe, as I do, that it is the future. The blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies is a future of where the financial systems will be built upon. This is what I say all the time. It's what I believe. I assume you would believe somewhat similar to that. Um,
Oh, 100%
and
exactly.
so you have at least I could see three things that you want people to do. And so let's see if we could get that. One, you want to educate people, any people who don't understand things about liquidity pools, swapping, creating token scams, all that kind of stuff. You want them to subscribe and
Right.
visit your websites. And then two, you have two different coins here, Nomad and Inch. And which one is based off of the coin, the million token?
They both are. They're both ERC20 tokens. They were created at the exact same
Okay.
time. And we had a little bit of an experiment, which was proven in one day who the real winner was. But we created the Nomad token with exactly 100,000 fixed supply, pre-minted. So they don't have to be mined. There's no proof of stake. They're just one-time shot. And we released it at a price of 10 cents. And then there's the Inch token, which has 100 million supply. And we released it at 1/100th of a penny.
Okay.
So exactly 1,000 difference between the two. It gave each one a market cap of 10,000 starting out because I backed that with my own money.
Okay,
personally.
so you put in $10,000 of your own money. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what won?
And then we put a test. What do people value more? Do they, because this is like an education experiment, is like, do they value scarcity and a higher price, or do they want to own, millions of something?
Could I guess, and then you tell me if I'm right? Could I guess if you tell me if I'm right? All right.
Yes,
So
please
I
do.
think
Please guess.
people will want the millions. They want more of those millions. Is that right?
I thought the exact same thing because we had a little bit of a personal bet between my partner, Greg. Because, like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, they're all in the quadrillions, right? Trillions, quadrillions, billions. And we were wrong, actually. People valued scarcity and a high price better. And I think it's not just that they value more. I think they just find it easier to calculate in their minds when there's less decimals and less zeros.
What's the disparity between the two? What's the difference when it launched?
It's actually 3 orders of magnitude, so 1,000 difference. So Nomad coin is 100,000 with 2 decimals.
I mean, in volume moved.
And
I mean, in like buys and transactions and holders.
Oh, like probably 10 to 1.
Wow. Okay.
The Nomad
10 to
coin.
1. Huh? So which one is which? Nomad or Inch?
Yeah, Nomad started at 10 cents. It's currently trading, I think, around $4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, we released this August 1st, Aaron.
Oh, 24 days ago?
But yeah, and that's not even good. This is what's going to surprise you. We released it at 10 cents August 1st, and within 24 hours, it was $44.
How did you do that?
I have no idea, Aaron. I have no idea. I'm here to discuss this to figure out how. We have 1,000 subscribers. This is what we thought, because everything we did kind of was a little bit following what Tech Lead did. And he went to a 220x. So he went from $1 to 220 in 13 days. And then we went from 10 cents to $44 in 24 hours, in basically 2 days. That's a 440x. We have 1,000 subscribers. He has 1 million. I have no idea how it happened. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Like ads or anything go out or
nothing?
What?
I just live stream every day. I know. We are like flabbergasted.
Crypto is the Wild West,
idea.
man. I'm telling you, crypto is completely the Wild West.
They trust us.
So
we did a pre-sale and we gave, this is going to really blow your mind. We gave 1% stake for $100 buy-in. Because remember, we funded for $10,000, right? So 10,000 divided by 100% is basically $100. So we offered you 1% for $100. So some of our members, if they won the pre-sale and sold at the top, they would have turned $100 into 44,000.
Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so you've got a big organization here. You're trying to get help onboard new people. You've got Nomad, you've got Inch. Both I assume are just going the way it's going right now, and you've got live streams all the time.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video right now, can you talk to someone who's watching this? What would you like them to do? The one thing you'd want them to do, what is that? You've got a lot of call to actions here.
Yeah, we have a Discord group. We have a Telegram. Just come in and just introduce yourself, because I love talking to new users. And when you're buying our tokens, so once you've got experienced enough working with centralized exchanges, then we're going to ease you to dip your toes into the decentralized exchange world. And because we're a familiar face and we're backing, we have a no rug pull guarantee. So we've personally set the bottom floor. The prices will never go below the pre-sale price. So 10 cents for Nomad, 1/100th of a penny. They're locked in the liquidity pools. So just like, with what TechLead did with he's guaranteeing the price to $1.
Did you hear what
so
happened
we
to
did the
him?
exact same thing.
Did you hear all that stuff that's surrounding
There was a little bit of backlash with the
Yeah,
CoffeeZilla
the
video, right?
CoffeeZilla video like really got him. Like people are saying like he's a scam. He didn't really launch with $1 million of his own coin and stuff like that. Not saying that this is related to you in any way, but I'm saying like, hey, this guy is like under hot water. Then he had some rebuttals and the coffees. I didn't keep up with the YouTube drama. You know what I'm saying? but so how would you say, in your expertise, how would you say someone should protect themselves from scams or scam coins in the future?
Yeah, definitely. You have to know the source. The reason that we decided that we would be completely different, fully transparent, like that is our number one selling feature, is I'm fully doxxed. My name's Terry Masson. I live in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. I still have a massage clinic and a training center. You can come for a massage. I've got staff that work there throughout the week. Greg's a videographer in Vancouver, Canada. You can just do
Fully
Greg Hung
doxxed.
videography. You're going to find out who he is. Yeah, because the reason is like, crypto was built on anonymity, and it started with Satoshi Nakamoto, right? We still to this day don't really know who it is. Is it Adam Back? Is it Craig Wright?
Is it like a group of people?
Some people say it's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And then you look at things like Sushi Swap, and then you look at the founder of Sushi Swap. His name is Chef Sushi. Does anybody really know who he is?
That's funny.
Who are the founders of Shiba Inu?
Yeah, no one knows.
Right? All these coins, Baby Doge, Mini XRP, Mini Cardanos, like they're all kind of in anonymity. They all have pseudonyms. And we're like, that's what's scaring all these 97% of the people away, is they think and they feel, and they've heard on the media. The media is the worst, Aaron, right? Oh, the Silk Road and crypto's used for money laundering, right? So they're so scared. And we're like, let's just be so honest, like ridiculously honest, like almost honest to a fault, where it actually backfires on us a little bit of the time.
I'm in the same boat for sure. I'm in the same boat. I pastor a church in Port St. Lucie, Florida. You know what I mean? Like you could literally type my name, I'm so easy to find. So for sure, this is funny. I'm
gonna come and I'm gonna sit.
So and I appreciate it. Yeah. So basically, what ends up happening is that these people get scared about the anonymity. So if you're saying we have to fully dox ourselves and like a very open and honest way, find projects that are only very, very extremely honest and dox. Is that what you're saying?
I noticed what you said is one of your dreams is to own a Tesla. Here's what I want to say about that. I'm actually in Vancouver right now. This is not my normal home studio in Kelowna, because I'm actually getting my Tesla serviced. We're getting a trailer hitch attached to it. We got a Model Y, which we bought from Crypto Profits. But what was Tesla? You know it. What is Tesla's mission statement?
I'm not sure. I don't know, actually.
To accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy.
Okay.
Right? It's not to sell cars. It's not to sell solar. It's to accelerate the world's transition. So you know what? My mission statement is similar to that, right? Is like, we are holding the crypto universe to a higher standard because we are fully open and fully doxed. We are kind of like setting the bar for other crypto projects, right? So they don't hide behind the anonymity. They don't hide behind a pseudonym. So that's our hope, is to just bring more transparency to the whole space.
I'm right there with you. Like I'm pretty honest about how new I am. I've just started like 6 months ago, and people think that I'm like this master, whatever guru. I'm not, because if you say you've been doing anything for 6 months, you're not new, you're not old or some kind of master. 6 months, that's nothing. And so I really appreciate the openness and honesty. Anytime I look over a crypto project, I'm always like, hey, are they doxed? Is this open? Like what's going on here? Is this a rug pull? And I'm super, super skeptical of a whole bunch of different reasons. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Let me try to turn the page on this from scams. If someone is starting to just get invested in crypto, right? Someone's in their brain. I would assume like, okay, I should probably be invested in crypto. How much can I invest? Let me throw $1,000. How is the best way to diversify that first $1,000 or not diversify, maybe in one coin, what would you say if I have my first $1,000 into crypto? What would you say I have to buy?
Well, we're not financial advisors, so
There
the
you
first
go.
off, I'd say what
Yeah,
I would,
yeah.
my opinion is not
We're
financial
lizard
advice,
brain cowboys with no
and
financial advice at all. Entertainment for sure.
that's right. Uh, what I started with was
Okay.
a little bit of the higher caps. So first, Chamath taught me about Bitcoin, and then somehow I got into Ethereum because they were saying if Bitcoin has some scaling issues before Lightning became fully out there, and that Ethereum is moving to proof of stake, so there's less energy usage. So then I said, I need to save up 32 Ethereum, and this is when it was around $250, $300. And then when I actually bought my first purchase, it was not either of those two. It was XRP,
Oh,
which I'm
awesome.
still holding, by the way. But yeah, I would say to people, I've had the best success with the kind of larger caps, the top 30. So I was telling people that my first purchases, and I still believe in them tremendously, is Cardano ADA, XRP,
I love
and
VeChain.
VeChain, and of course Ethereum. But
Oh,
are
I
you a big
love
VeChain fan?
VeChain, VTho, everything. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
VeChain poses some interesting things because it's like China is doing some crazy stuff over there. But the one thing I hear about China is that they're bringing in developers or founders of VeChain, and they're coming in and they're like talking to the highest industry leaders in China to integrate with like their whole what's it called, manufacturing supply, like the whole supply chain. So I really like VeChain for that reason, for sure.
I had at peak, I think I had like 1.25 million tokens. I'm down to about 600,000.
Yeah. I definitely take profits
not
along
dollars,
the way.
but
So
tokens.
so you recommend for your first 1,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, ADA, and VeChain. I mean, no one's gonna laugh at that. That is a good mix right there for sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. You got a $500,000 in your pocket here. You started 14 months ago. I'd assume you started with some seed money. How much did you start with, and how much did you make? You
a couple $100, couple $100. I didn't turn $200 into 500,000, but I started with that. My first purchase was just a couple $100.
So how much of your own money do you think you put in?
Yeah. Probably. Now remember, I got to tell you, this is what's currently I'm still holding. I was one of the lucky ones, very lucky to get in at the million token on July 1st, the very first day. And I bought aggressively. My average price was $5, and I was selling it up and I was selling it down. I think I sold 100 tokens at like $203 with a purchase price of $5. So I've already cashed out and spent, Aaron, $200,000 just in profit. I paid my taxes. I paid off all my credit cards.
For you. Wow. So you experienced a new level of financial freedom.
Bought my parents a new roof for their house.
Good for you.
Yeah. I'm in a good space right now, and it's all thanks to crypto.
So that's amazing. I've got some family members, right, who I'm talking in like the group, and we're just sitting around the couches, and we're like, talking about investments and stuff like this. Like, hey, you know what? We should be getting land or stocks or whatever. I'm the weird Bitcoin guy. I'm like, guys, buy Bitcoin. Everyone goes quiet. There's like 10 of us in the room. Everyone goes quiet and starts talking again. I'm like, oh, that's how it's going to be like, huh? You guys don't want to invest in Bitcoin. You want to talk about it. So let me ask you this question.
What do you sense is their hesitancy?
I was going to ask you. I don't know what their hesitancy. I would assume that. I would assume they're hesitant because they don't know. You don't invest in things you don't understand. You don't really know. They know they should. It's like those things, right? You know you should, but you don't really understand it, right? Like, that's probably where I'm at. But I don't even know if education is truly the key. I mean, I know you're all about education, but there's got to be something painful enough for someone to enact change in their life, in my opinion. Like, it's not a brain thing. It's like down here. Like, what is painful enough to do that? So here's my question: what would you say to someone to like get them to turn that corner? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should, but you're not. What?
Well, definitely they're slowly going from broke to poor over time, just because the quantitative easing with inflation. It's like people don't realize how much of an impact inflation is going to have on their purchasing power in the future.
Sure.
So Yeah. If they're not in assets, and crypto is the number one asset for the last decade,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah,
all know
yeah.
that.
200% returns,
If
like
they're not in
like a
assets,
sailor,
they're
for sure.
losing.
For sure. So what is
Yeah.
the difference between broke and poor?
Broke means you have more month at the end of the money. I don't know if you ever heard that expression before.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that.
But
If so,
usually,
for someone who hasn't, can you explain that? Can you
if
explain
you're
it?
broke, you still got food in the fridge.
Yeah, there
If
you
you're
go.
poor, you're in a rough state. I've been
Yeah,
broke
yeah,
at times
yeah.
as a million. I actually made $1 million at peak, just on paper when MM was like at $200. So I made $1 million in MM, and then we made $1 million again on our coins release on paper.
Oh, that's amazing.
But in real money, it's $500,000. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. So, tell me about inflation then. So, someone who understands, like, and you could be political or not political. I'm apolitical on my channel. I try to keep it clean, but I do see some things that are kind of crazy. Did you hear about this? That just today, the U.S. government just printed up $3 trillion of money. Okay, just today. What is the effects of inflation in our in other in like regular people's lives here? What's going on? What's causing it? And why does that drive us to Bitcoin? I know that's a big question, but like,
Yeah.
what is the effects of inflation in our lives here?
It just means the prices of everything that you've been accustomed to buying, whether it's groceries or fuel or clothing or even assets, the prices go up. The real estate
Hmm.
market benefits from it. Stocks benefit from it. Crypto benefits. But if you were able to buy a loaf of bread last year for $1, now this year it's $1.20.
Yeah,
So
it's interesting. I last year I took some road trips. It was $2 a gallon on average. Now it's $3 a gallon. That's
yeah,
33% increase. And to me, that price is inflated by 33%. Okay,
yeah,
that's how I would determine that inflation. But inflation is determined by like a market basket of goods. So they'll pick like random goods and then say, okay, this inflated only this much or whatever. But
that's
if
right.
you
They
just
they cherry
pick
pick.
gasoline or gas prices, it's inflation's 33%.
I know.
My house, I bought it at $280,000 last year. Now it's on the market, same builder, $380,000. That's a $100,000
$100,000
increase.
increase in value in 1 year.
Increase in value over a year. It's a brand new house. This
That's
place,
incredible.
brand new house. Super blessed, but holy smokes,
Yeah.
what do you what? It makes me mad when I hear inflation's only like 5%. It's not true.
Not
I
true.
don't.
Not true.
I
That's just
hear
for
that
the
all the
consumer
time.
price index. It excludes
Yeah,
acid. It excludes energy. It excludes all these other categories of things.
it excludes energy. It excludes housing.
Yeah.
It excludes. It's like, what are you guys talking about? Even 10% is appalling to me because I'll go to the store. My wife complains to me all the time. Oh my gosh, my wife complains to me all the time about the food prices. She bought a carton of eggs for $1, and at Aldi it's like $1.80 now. That's like nearly 100% increase, probably like an 80%
That's
increase.
crazy. Yeah.
It's in what? Did no
So
one's
if you were
no one's
just
paycheck
if
raised 80% in the last year.
no one's picture, and some people cut back because their hours got cut back because of the beer flu.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
So what would you say if I'm saying, like, I don't have a lot of money and I'm slowly getting poorer by the day because of this inflation
mhm.
stuff? What would you say to that person? Like, hey, you know what? What's your advice to that person?
Start small. Just they say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now.
Ah, that's a good
So
point.
yeah, just start now. Start where you are. Start with what you have. I had a friend. I have a friend, but I was telling her for months and months, you got to get invested in crypto. She goes, I have $100, and I started talking to her in January. She finally got around to investing in March, and kudos to her. She put in $100. She saw it go to 110, go to 115. So every paycheck she started putting aside now. I think she put in 2,000 of her own money, and now it's worth $7,000.
Amazing, amazing. That's a three.
And
That's
this is
200. Three
I've
x.
personally helped 22 friends do this, and every friend I've helped is in a better place because if you don't own assets, you are quickly going broke then poor. And if you have assets, it's almost like you cannot lose in this market, Aaron. As you know, it's like all this $3 trillion is going into the market. It's all going into assets.
Yeah, we're so early, right? You said
Mhm.
we're 97% ahead. We're ahead of 97% of the world, the people who could be into crypto right now. We are
And there's
so
only a $2 trillion market cap in crypto. It's the smallest asset class around, but it's
it,
the best performing.
it's insane. It is insane. So I'm super excited about this. One thing I did notice though, people start to get into crypto for the money, but then they slowly start to change because they learn about the technology and what it could do for people's
Right.
lives. What do you think is the biggest um, advantage or revolutionary thing that crypto can do or blockchain can do for the world?
Oh, I don't think there's even an end to that statement. I mean, it's almost everything that's currently right now can be transformed. A whole paradigm shift,
Okay.
like voting systems, right?
Okay.
There's no more going to be paper. You're not going to walk to your election center and you're going to, what was it? Was actually, it was your state, Florida, right? Had the dangling chads. Do you
Oh
remember
man,
that?
dude. Yeah, man. It's Florida's crazy, right? They were like, it's this one, it's this one. Nope. Well, why don't we just use governance for
Yeah.
for that?
Banking. I mean, for sure. I went to my bank because I'm a business person, have a small business, the training center.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the bank 2 times for a loan for my business, opened up my books, just put it all out there. Here's my projections, denied. I go onto crypto.com. I'm sleeping in bed. I'm waiting for a price target to hit. I do a crypto credit and I do a loan for $10,000 before my feet hit the floor and I put on my slippers.
Boom. Boom. I don't
4
know how
loans
that
I've done
works
in crypto
too.
right now, collateralized loans. Yeah.
Collateral.
See,
Yeah.
we have tutorials on that. Everything you're talking about, we have tutorials on. So we can help people.
That's awesome.
Teach them
So
everything
if
about
someone wants to
crypto.
learn more about these things that we're talking about, you could go on these your tutorials and learn about that.
Yeah,
Then, right?
we have a playlist. Everything's open and free, but if you want it in a more kind of condensed and labeled, you can buy our cryptocurrency course for beginners to
Okay.
advanced.
How much is that?
And I think it's
And
$100.
how do we get that?
$100.
Hundred
Yep, and you
bucks.
can get it through our website.
And what does that go
Um,
over?
Yeah, like everything from creating an account, a
Mhm.
crypto account through a centralized exchange, to creating your own cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
to merging over to the Binance Smart Chain from doing a bridge from the ERC20 token,
Oh wow, that's a
and we're
lot.
still building to it. We keep adding to it. Now we're going to bridge to Cardano ADA when smart contracts go live.
Sure. Are you excited about? I'm sure you hold a lot of ADA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
I'm down to
happy
about
about it.
30,000.
What was that?
I have 30,000 ADA. It
Awesome.
was
Yeah.
down from 106.
What's your price prediction on ADA right now?
Well, right, it already hit like $3, didn't it? Right,
Close to.
close
Close
to it.
to. Yeah, close to.
Yeah.
I think it's sitting at 275 right now.
Yeah. Do you think it's a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, though?
I'm not sure because it's ADA. It's like all bets are off with this one. You know what I mean? Like if there's actual use case because all these dApps are going to be flying into ADA and Cardano, and
We're
so
one of them.
you're going to need them. Everyone's going to
We're
need.
definitely bridging our tokens over to them.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, not financial advice, but price prediction easily $5 by the end of the year.
Yeah, I think
if
so
things
too.
continue on this bull run path.
I think so too. That makes a lot of sense for me.
Do
So
you see Cardano Ethereum flipping?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Ethereum's too strong, and I think that the news coming out in July, going to moving to proof of stake. I think that's going to help with that. I think there's too much adoption right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. I don't see it. But I'm a little bearish. I love Cardano. I love Cardano more than Ethereum. So I have higher hopes for it. So maybe in the future, but not right now. Not before the end of this year. I don't see it.
Okay.
But we'll see. They're like a fifth of the market cap of Ethereum right now, right?
They quickly beat out Tether and Binance, right? In market cap.
Yeah,
They shot up from 5th to 3rd.
They were beating them out before. Like it's been like a little dance between the three of them, Binance, BNB, and yeah. So I'm excited about that. All right, so
what are your thoughts on XRP?
XRP, I don't really have any thoughts on it, right? I don't really know much about it. I know there's some kind of lawsuit. My brain's consumed more with like Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, and stuff like that for sure.
Gotcha.
What are your thoughts? You got any special ones on it?
Yeah, that's my number one holding.
Is it? Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why?
So I've got big plans.
Why is it your number one holding?
I do believe it is the future of all finance. One of the reasons why I love it so much is they're doing international remittances in like seconds for fractions of a penny. And my wife being Thai, we send a lot of money back home to her family.
Okay.
And if I do it as an international e-transfer, it can sometimes take 5 days before she receives the money.
Uh-huh.
So, the fact that XRP solves that problem and you can send value around the world at the speed of light.
Yeah,
And that really, really impresses me.
yeah, but that's something a lot of blockchains can do, right? That's I just did a video on Syscoin that can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure 88 can do that in the future. So
Yep.
so why
But they
XRP?
don't have already 350 banking partnerships already.
Ooh, yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. Wouldn't Solana be right there with it though?
I think that, the International Monetary Fund selected like 5 candidates. I think Solana was one of them
Okay.
as well too.
So it's just one of those top competitors. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, of course, I'm Filipino. I've got family in the Philippines. I was just asking them. I was like, hey, does my Lola need some money for medicine, right? I was like, does anyone have
Yep.
cryptocurrency? Does anyone deal with crypto over there in the Philippines?
It'd be so easy to
It's
send.
so easy. You know what's not easy? No one does. No one deals with crypto. I'm like, come on, guys.
So how are you doing it? Western Union or PayPal? Or...
Right now, yeah, it'd be Western Union. It'd be Western Union.
Oh,
It's so
and that's like 15% fee,
yeah,
right? $15
Western Union.
or
I just hope it
$20.
collapses soon rather than later. Just die already. Gosh, you antiquated system.
Yeah,
You don't want to move on for. You need to come up with a Western Union coin or blockchain or get out
same
of the
with
way because
the SWIFT system.
blockchain is here and it's revolutionizing that business, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it dying off. I have no qualms with it because this is so much better and faster. You know, an interesting book I'm reading in regarding to like antiquated systems is this book right here, the Bitcoin Standard, and
Oh, right,
it's
yeah.
I don't know if Chamath usually kind of refers to some of the same things back there in the book,
Okay.
and he talks about money, like the issue, like what is money, and how we humans like transact with money. I'd like to get your thoughts on that, right? What do you think money is, and how is Bitcoin or crypto inside that? You know, like how does that relate to Bitcoin and crypto?
Yeah, I would say money in its simplest form is just a tool for exchanging value between
Mm-hmm.
people or between parties.
Yeah, for sure. And so
And it can be shells, it can be coins, it can be paper, it can be precious metals, and it can be digital.
yeah. I think that's what the reflections of this book is, right? They actually mentioned those exact ones, shells and coins and paper and all that kind of stuff. So how does Bitcoin seek to change that? And I'm really asking for someone who's got questions, right? I mean, like if someone is listening to this podcast, I got a lot of new and first time users and all that stuff. You know what what is what is Bitcoin? What is crypto to money? Like, is it, can it really be the next money of the world, the global economy? Like, what is the relationship here? How do we move from one to the other? And what is fiat anyway?
Oh, it has to be. I think I haven't used paper money in months and months and months because, they have signs up everywhere, not accepting cash,
Sure.
just credit and debit. So I think everybody's kind of already in their mind. They're moving towards this digital
Uh-huh.
standard. And and what they have to do for Bitcoin to be widely adopted, I think it is happening with the Lightning Network, is they just have to get the transaction fees and then transaction times down.
Yeah, I think
And
you're right.
you know,
I think you're right about that. Back to investing nomads here. So you've got this channel, you've got this education. What do I say? Like course or like platform is probably a better word.
yeah, I would say it's like a funnel. The best way I could describe it is it's a funnel. It's like you have any question regarding anything crypto related, it's all gonna come into us. We have a tutorial or a course or a live stream. Whatever your concern is, we have a way of explaining it or helping you with it.
Can you tell me of
Um,
a story where someone like benefited from being involved in the Investing Nomads channel or platform here? Like, tell
Oh,
yeah.
100%. My wife and I went shop. We just got a new place to live. So we're in a bigger place because we have a 3-year-old daughter.
Congra-
Do you have children yourself, Aaron?
Congratulations. Yeah, I have a 1 year old daughter, about to
Thank
be
you.
2, and I've got one on the way. So one cooking.
Oh,
Thank you.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, precious years,
Yeah,
precious years.
for sure.
Love it.
So yeah, tell me about someone whose life was impacted, made better from investing nomads.
Absolutely. I have one story. I was at Tesla dropping off the car so they could install the trailer hitch, and they gave an Uber voucher. They said, okay, because your car is here, we're going to give you a free ride back to your hotel with Uber. So I talked to the Uber driver, and he's like, oh yeah, how are you? How's your day going? I'm doing good. He's like, what are you doing here in Vancouver? Oh, just dropped off the Tesla to get a trailer hitch on it. And then he said, yeah, him and his wife had just bought an apartment, and I go, oh, are you guys house hacking? just saying, are you renting out a portion of it for, income? And he's like, yeah, that's an idea. And I go, yeah, you got a lot of side gigs going on. You got your Uber driving, you got a house hacking. I said, are you involved in crypto? And he said, no. I said, oh, you got to get into crypto. I show him my crypto.com app, and just show him how easy it is to use the CRO Visa card. And then, he's like, so here's somebody, he's not even invested in the traditional stock market. All he knows is about is real estate. And now he subscribed to my channel. He subscribed to our channel in the
Oh,
cab.
that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, to the Investing Nomads channel. And so now here's somebody else we're going to onboard. So our main mission, Aaron, is we are going to onboard millions and millions and millions of people safely and securely into the cryptosphere, like one person at a time, one cab ride at a time.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how do you plan on doing millions of people? Like, what's your strategy here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I started the massage training. Like first I just learned massage, and then 5 years of practicing just as myself, so you're affecting one person at a time, 1 hour at a time. And then I said, well, I want to start teaching the courses. So now I have more people I'm impacting. And then those people who learned from me they're going out and doing massages. Gotcha. So now a little bit of me carries over into their treatments. And then I said, okay, well, my next progression is let's create a team of teachers. So now I have a team of teachers who are teaching this style of massage, and it just exponentially, it just branches out, and it's a huge domino. And that's the same thing as we started out with 1,000 subscribers. I think we're close to 1,150 now. We didn't start out with 1,000 story. We started out at 0 subscribers. When we released the token, it was 1,000. And this is just 24 days ago. We got 50 more subscribers since then. But now we're building a team, and there's me, myself, my partner. We're interfacing, collaborating with you. So just getting the word out. And
So you don't even care about it. It sounds like you're so invested in getting the word about crypto and investing and helping people make their life better by crypto. You don't even care too much, at least from my perspective, about, hey, buy the Nomad coin, buy the Inch coin.
We said that's a super great question. I'm so glad you asked that one, because that's probably the most important question. Aaron, we started out and it's like, we are not doing this for the money. We're doing it for the learns. Like at first, we weren't even taking, like we have 20% of the founders tokens, but we were like, we're not even selling them. It's like, we're going to lock them up. We're going to burn them, whatever. It's just like, they're not ours. I don't even, just brush it off. And the community actually voted, because of all the hard work that we're doing, we should actually get, 10%. And I said, well, whatever, you can give them to me, but I'm not going to spend them, because the whole point is we want to just bring as much value into the project as possible. And I think if we start out with 1,000 subscribers and then we get to, tech leads level of reach, then I think the value that we bring, the continuing to keep educating new users and, having them test out. And we want them to buy the tokens, of course, because that's good for everybody, right? But it's like, we're not trying to pump it, because you know what happens when you have a pump?
Of course.
You have a dump. So we want a slow, steady burn. We want people to come in and, not be whale status, just put in $100, whatever they can afford, $50, $200, and then just hold on to the Nomad and the Inch tokens, because that's like buying a piece of us. Like we want to be just like my massage reach. I want people to have a crypto reach. I want to be a crypto reach for as many people, like millions and millions of people. They can just have a little bit. They're buying us, really. So they're not really buying the tokens. Gotcha. They're buying into us.
Gotcha.
And what's the use case of the Nomad and Inch coins? Gotcha. We are the use case, is helping educate millions of people, bring them safely and securely on board. And they'll dip their feet. They'll buy the Inch and the Nomad coin before they'll buy Mini Doge or, Elon, whatever the next Elon
Mars,
Shibu
right? Okay, I got 2 last questions for you here. I think I asked this question already, but I want you to be super clear on someone who's playing or who's watching or listening onto the podcast. What would you like the person who's listening to this thing to do right now? If you're saying, okay, this video is about to end, this interview is about to end, what would you like them to do in regards to Investing Nomads channel? Subscribe, join the Discord, buy the coin, all of the above. What is it?
Yeah, I would say pick what you want to learn first, but you can do that through the Investing Nomads channel. So definitely subscribe and hit the all notification button, because I will live stream in an instant. Sometimes I do 5 live streams a day. And whatever the community member topic comes up. So I think I want to interface.
Let's do a live stream together, man.
One-on-one.
Let's do more live streams together.
I will love for you to come. I've had, I don't know, like a dozen people already, and you are the
No, well, I'll
highest
have you
celebrity
on my
status we
channel.
have
We'll
so
have
far.
you
So I
on our
definitely want you
channel.
to
We'll
come.
have you on the Cowboys. We'll make you an official cowboy.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
for
absolutely,
real?
absolutely. It's going on record
Oh,
right now. We'll set up a
I'm
time. We'll
honored.
have you on the channel for sure. Awesome,
I'm there. I'm there.
awesome. Thank you so much. I got one last question for you, but before you do, hey guys, before you if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Only lizard brain cowboys are really rolling with us today. Look, here's the thing. Crypto is so crazy to me. It's like the wildest things can happen, right? People can make tons of money. People get scammed out of no money. I've done both, right? Basically, I'm like, I've never believed that I could get to 1 Bitcoin in 6 months. I never believe it's an incredible amount of money in such a short amount of time. Um, Additionally, I didn't I didn't believe I could lose like tens of thousands of dollars in crypto at the same time. We need to find good, honest, doxed people, just to talk to, just to talk market trends and different coins. And I think, and by all accounts, Terry has proven that for himself, proven that for his projects. Look, he's not even saying buy the coin like and be a whale. He's saying, hey, come to the channel and learn and subscribe and join the community and stuff like that. I really appreciate that honesty. I appreciate all that. So if you would please, this is a plea from me to you. I want to dub him as an official cowboy. So you guys need to go and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I think that'd be really grateful. I'd be really grateful for that. Anyway, Terry, I got one last question for you. In a world full of
Yes.
different crypto channels and all these things. Oh, I got another question. Sorry. So what I got, this is an important question. What do you think about crypto YouTubers right now?
There's quite a lot I follow. We probably follow the same ones. Lark Davis.
I love Lark Davis. Yeah.
Guy from the Coin Bureau.
Coin Bureau.
The twins, Aaron and Austin from Altcoin Daily.
Oh, I don't really like them.
Uh,
They're a little dry for me. I need to see someone's face.
I better not mention Ben Armstrong from BitBoy Crypto then.
Oh, he's okay. I don't mind him too much. Some people hate him. I don't mind him too much. So yeah.
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 Who else? Do
What do you think about them? What do you think about the state of crypto on YouTube?
Yeah. What do I don't think anything bad about people. I do remember one time he did push one that a lot of people got taken advantage of. He didn't mention that it was an ad, or he did mention it was an ad, but yeah, I'm a little bit wary. I'm sure his heart's in the right place, but some of his users have been burnt, and that's what I like. My promise to my users, our subscribers, is like, we are not good. I've turned, as you know, your inbox is probably full of like thousands of offers, right?
So many. I pass up on maybe like 10 a day.
Exactly.
Literally, it's like 10 a day.
Yeah. We're not as big as you, so I'm only passing up on one a day. But
it's incredible. It's an incredible amount. I need like a VA or someone. So I need like an assistant or something, whatever. Anyway, Terry, this has been like an amazing interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any final thoughts for someone who is just starting out in crypto, right? We talked about someone who's hasn't made the turn, someone who's like maybe hasn't even put in $1,000. I want you to talk to someone who's just starting out in crypto in the last few months, because this has been quite the bull run. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are brand new in the last 6 months. What kind of advice would you have for them for us to reach your level, right? 50, 100, or $500,000. I want to get there one day. I want to have a Tesla. I want to put a little hitch on it. I want to put a bumper sticker on my Tesla. You know what I mean? I want to name it, the Tonto or something. You know what I mean? Like, what was your advice for people who are just brand new into crypto, just getting their feet wet in it?
Number one, you can do it. Whatever you're afraid about, we are going to dispel those myths, those rumors, and there are people you can trust, and there are people who are devoting their entire lives to help you. And so, don't be afraid. Just like I see myself as there's people sitting on a fence, and we're just pulling up the ladder, and I'm climbing up one rung at a time, holding up my hand. It's like, the grass is greener on this side. It really is.
Yeah, it's for sure.
And
for sure.
If you follow a trusted party, you're not going to get burned. So yeah, start with a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, Terry, from Investing Nomads channel. Thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to check out the descriptions in or the description down below for their channel. Be sure to like, share, subscribe this video. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys can't overthink things, right? Don't overthink it. There's a whole bunch of people trying to invest in like these stocks and whatever and real estate. That's all big brain stuff. Look, Bitcoin is the hardest asset out there. It's the best asset. Don't overthink. Just buy that. Lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands. We'll see you guys on the moon. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you so much, Aaron. It's been a pleasure.